welcome everyone, and if you would, please stand as we welcome our honorees. Please be seated. Thank you all so much for being here this evening, and welcome to the, believe it or not, 25th Annual Wall of Fame ceremony. Tonight, 8 recipients will be honored for earning professional recognition at the state or national levels during the 2017-18 school year. Certainly, we commend each of these employees for their outstanding service to our district and for representing CFISD as state and national leaders in their field. Also this evening, we will be recognizing 2 outstanding community members as our 2018 Friends of Education for the support provided to the advancement of our district's mission in preparing students to be 21st century global leaders. These 2 people have dedicated countless hours of time, effort, and resources in taking a stand for public education and have partnered with us in providing quality education to more than 117,000 CFISD students. Each one of our honorees has achieved great success because of the dedication and countless hours that they have poured into education simply to make a difference in the lives of students. And I can tell you, our honorees and our friends of education, the real backbone of a community is a quality community public school where all are welcome. We are lucky to have that here in Cypress-Fairbanks, and it's because of the great leadership of our Board of Trustees and the continuing support that we have of our business, of community, our hospitals, our faith-based community. One thing that I always like to tell our preachers, I said, we're really in the same business. And the idea is that we're trying to improve the lives of students and families. So we are honored that you took the time on this Monday evening, this very cool Monday evening, to come celebrate our Friends of Education and our Wall of Fame honorees. So we'll get started with the presentations, and the first person to present will be Dr. Linda Macias.
Good evening. It is my honor and pleasure to start with our first honoree, Pamela Bouchard. Pamela, if you'll come up here, please. Pamela Bouchard is our new arrival center teacher at Cypress Falls High School and is being honored for winning the HEB Excellence in Education Lifetime Achievement Award. Pamela is in her 30th year in education, including 9 years with Cypress-ISD. She says she has enjoyed taking care of the gifts she has received in each of her students. And she states, "There was once a donkey that carried a great teacher and his treasure to town. As he entered the city, the crowds cheered. It would be foolish for the donkey to think that the cheer and praise was for her. I have known that teacher and the treasures he has gathered from around the world. It has been a lifetime honor to carry him and to polish and shine his treasures." Becky Denton, Cypress Falls principal, said this about Pamela. "Ms. Bouchard's students come from places like Spain, Mexico, Afghanistan, and Venezuela. She helps them to be all they were created to be and to help them know they matter. She reminds us that no matter what is being said about immigrant families, they bet their lives, families, cultures, holidays, their everything on one thing, that education is going to make a difference. Ms. Bouchard is simply amazing. Pamela, we congratulate you for being one of the 2018 Wall of Fame honorees, and Dr. O has a certificate for you, plaque. And I would like to ask any family members, friends, or colleagues of Pamela Bouchard to please stand so that we can also recognize you. Our next honoree is Jennifer Klaus. Jennifer, if you'll please come up here. Jennifer, or Jen as we refer to her in our CIA department, is the district's LOTE curriculum coordinator and is being honored for her role as president of the Texas Association of Language Supervision. Jennifer has a total of 18 years in education, 17 of which have been in CFISD. In addition to being the current president of the Texas Association of Language Supervision, she was also named Administrator of the Year for the 2017 and 18 by the Texas Foreign Language Association. According to Jennifer, language and communication are at the heart of the human experience. Learning about other languages and cultures helps prepare students to function as world citizens. She says, being the president of the Texas Association of Languages and Supervision has allowed me to share this same passion and collaborate closely with districts all over the state of Texas. Providing vision, leadership, and support for quality teaching and learning of languages, both in Cypress-Fairbanks and the state of Texas, has been one of the highest honors of my career. Lana Mock, Director of Middle School Curriculum and Instruction, said this about Jennifer. Jennifer is a former CFISD student, teacher, and administrator. She is not only knowledgeable in her content area, but she also has the ability to clearly communicate best practices with campuses and colleagues in a practical manner. Because Jennifer projects honesty and a willingness to problem solve, she has gained the trust of her colleagues not only in Cypress-Fairbanks ISD, but throughout districts statewide. When Jen speaks, people listen. Jennifer, congratulations on being honored this evening as one of our 2018 Wall of Fame honoree. If any family members, friends, or colleagues of Jennifer, please stand so that we may recognize you. Congratulations. Our next honoree is Tracy McDaniel. Tracy, come up here. Dr. Tracy McDaniel is the district's director of testing and is being honored for her role as president of the Texas State Network of Assessment Professionals, TSNAP, right? We have done lots of acronyms. Yeah, TSNAP. Tracy has a total of 20 years in education, 6 of which have been in CFISD. She is the first team member of the School Improvement and Accountability Department to be honored on the Wall of Fame. Tracy sees her role as humanizing state assessment by being that friendly voice on the other side of the line, and she does a great job with that. She says, I support campus administration before, during, and after state assessments to ensure they are well prepared. A well-prepared campus leads to an appropriate testing environment for students. When the students feel calm and comfortable, they can shine. Dr. Ashley Claiborne, Assistant Superintendent of School Improvement and Accountability, had this to say about Tracy. Tracy is an outstanding servant leader who works to ensure all aspects of the state assessment program are followed accurately. Her service to our district and all the districts in Texas is greatly appreciated. Tracy, congratulations for being honored as a 2018 Wall of Fame honoree. If you're a family member, friend, or colleague of Tracy's, please stand so that we may recognize you. Congratulations, Tracy. John Nelson. John? John Nelson is the Assistant Band Director at Cypress High School and is being honored for his induction into the Texas Color Guard Circuit 2018 Percussion Hall of Fame class. John has a total of 23 years in education, 16 of which have been in CFISD. He has served on the board of directors of both the state and national color guard circuits. According to John, music is math without the formulas. He says, nothing is more satisfying to me as a teacher than getting the opportunity to work with band students for all 4 years of their high school career. Teaching music performance to young people is more than making pretty sounds. It's getting them to develop and use all of the aspects and disciplines of being a well-rounded human being, watching them grow and performing for the largest audience possible. Mary Running, Director of Fine Arts, had this to say about John. Mr. Nelson has been on the cutting edge of the indoor marching percussion activity for Texas and the nation. His groups from Cypress-Fairbanks have won multiple state titles and medaled at the national level. His influence, expertise, and service to the Texas Color Guard Circuit has benefited thousands of band students across the state. John, congratulations on being honored as a 2018 Wall of Fame honoree. Any family members, friends, or colleagues of John, please stand so that we can recognize you. Congratulations, John.
Good evening. It's my honor to present our next honoree, Marjorie Lecompt. Marjorie, please come up. How are you doing? Good. Marjorie Lecompt is a special needs bus attendant with the Telge Transportation Center and is being honored for being named Special Needs Bus Attendant of the Year by the Texas Association for Pupil Transportation. Marjorie has a total of 30 years in education, all of which have been in Cypress-ISD. She is a proud alumni of Cypress High School, the class of 1965, and loves giving back to the district where she earned her diploma. She says, "It has been an honor and a privilege for the past 30 plus years to work for Cypress-ISD. I have worked with some awesome people, and I still look forward to interacting with my students, parents, and teaching staff daily. Thank you very much for the award and the recognition." Jeff Snedeker, Area Director of Transportation, had this to say about Marjorie. "Marjorie brings a level of consistency and positivity that every employer dreams about. We are blessed to have her." Marjorie, congrats on winning your 2018 Wall of Fame Honoree Award. I would like to ask the family members, friends, and our colleagues of Marjorie Lecompt to please stand so that you can be recognized as well. Our next honoree is Mr. Bill Powell. Bill? Bill Powell is the Assistant Superintendent of Support Services and is being honored for his role as President of the Texas Association for Pupil Transportation for 2017-2018. Bill has a total of 30 years in education, 17 of which have been in Cypress-ISD. In his most recent role as Director of Transportation, he served as a respected member of the TAPT, the state association representing all transportation departments. Bill viewed both his director and presidency role as a calling to inspire life changers and difference makers throughout the district and the state. He says, "Transporting students to and from school and school-related activities is a tremendous responsibility, but the returns make it so rewarding. Every employee in a school district can make a difference in a student's life. As school bus drivers and attendants, we set the tone for our students' day as they board our buses. We can make a positive difference just by acknowledging them and saying, "Good morning." I don't know of many jobs that affords one the opportunity every day to make a student feel valued and appreciated. Letting them know that you care about them when they may feel that no one else does can be life-changing. Matt Morgan, Assistant Superintendent for Facilities and Construction, supervised Bill in his former role as Assistant Superintendent of Support Services. Matt had this to say about Bill. Mr. Powell spent countless hours providing leadership to this professional organization in addition to leading Cypress-ISD's Exceptional Transportation Department. Bill, congratulations on winning your award. I would like to ask the family members, friends, and or colleagues of Bill Powell to please stand so you can be recognized as well. Our next honoree is Carol Wheeler. Carol? We've changed the order around. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Carol Wheeler is a retired special needs bus driver with the Telge Transportation Center and is being honored for being named Special Needs Driver of the Year by the Texas Association for Pupil Transportation. Carol stepped down from Cypress-ISD in August after a 37-year career in education, all of those serving us in Cypress-ISD. According to Carol, her rewarding career was highlighted by the relationships that were built with students with special needs. She says, "As a special needs bus driver, I have always tried to see through a student's challenges to the kid inside who just wants to be accepted, listened to, smiled at, and cared about. I have been blessed with attendant partners who share my goals. The relationship with my bus kids has been the gift of a lifetime to me. Thank you, Cypress-ISD."
Thank you, sir.
Jeff Snedeker, Area Director of Transportation, had this to say about Carol. "Carol is a consummate professional, especially when it comes to safety. Carol composed the first ever department handbook for special needs training, and some would say is the best driver at Telge." Carol, congratulations on your award.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I would like to ask the family members, friends, or colleagues of Carol Wheeler to please stand and be recognized as well. I'll now introduce Ms. Teresa Hull.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to recognize our next honoree, Salema Tamez. Salema Tamez, a Spanish teacher and FCA sponsor at Cypress Ridge High School, is being honored for receiving the High School Coach of Significance Award from the United Soccer Coaches Association. The High School Coach of Significance Award, that's a mouthful, acknowledges high school coaches that go above and beyond by using their coaching position to teach life lessons and provide opportunities to develop outstanding young men and women. Salema is in her 23rd year in education, 16 of which have been in CFISD. Salema said she has been blessed to be able to inspire, influence student athletes to dream big, work hard, achieve their goals, and make a difference in the community. She added, "I'm aware of the influence I have over my athletes. I take that honor and responsibility seriously. I diligently try to live up to my educational and coaching philosophy. With God's help, I will make a positive difference in a student's life every day." Stephanie Michelle, Cypress Ridge principal, said this about Salema. "Salema is a servant leader who instills values and character in those she instructs and works with. She has high expectations and teaches the skills necessary for all students to achieve those skills. She gives of herself to others to be their best. We are proud to have Salema Tamez as a role model and teacher at Cypress Ridge High School." Salema, congratulations on receiving the 2018 Wall of Fame. I would like to ask the family members, friends, and colleagues of Salema to stand and be recognized. I will now turn the program over to Dr. Henry.
I love this event every year because I'm in the presence of greatness. So thank you so much for your service. You know, there was a big box retailer a few years ago that used to like the phrase, "Our people make the difference." In Cypress-Fairbanks ISD, that's the truth. You know, I have told people, and they've heard me say this, that one of the saddest existences that I can think of is an existence where no one acknowledges that you exist. But these people on a daily basis acknowledge our students. They let them know that their lives mean something, that's important. It's in building those relationships. The academics are important. All of that's important. But it's the relationships that make a difference and inspire young people to go forward. So thank you for your work over the past many years. What I'm going to ask is we're going to honor two friends of education today, and I would ask if our three trustees, maybe one of them grab the, I'll get it so we don't mess up. Not that y'all would ever mess up. But I would ask our three trustees that are here, and I would ask Miss Julie Heineman to come join them in the front. Here, Julie is a CFISD 2018 Friend of Education. And I would like to recognize her this evening as one of the individuals that we're honoring today that make CFISD different. CFISD would not be as well respected as it is without the great volunteerism that we have in this community and the care of people who are not employees that want to make sure that Cypress-ISD succeeds. Julie Heineman is an active volunteer for numerous community and civic organizations, also volunteers on campus committees and for booster clubs at multiple school campuses. As a parent of two Cypress Woods high school students, Julie knows the power of universal public education and opportunity for all. She is a passionate advocate for Cypress-ISD students through her leadership role on the Cypress-ISD Community Leadership Committee, which includes everything from daily tweets supporting campuses to visiting elected officials to tell our district story. That same #CFISD spirit goes into her role with the League of Women Voters Cyfair chapter, which actively recruits new voters as school and district events. And that's just a little blurb of what Julie really does throughout the community. Julie is an inspiration to those of us who work in Cypress-ISD. She is an inspiration to this community, and her spirit of volunteerism and just her cheerleading for Cypress-ISD and its students is greatly appreciated by all here. So it's my great pleasure to present one of our 2018 Friends of Education Award to Miss Julie Heineman. Stay standing, Julie. Any friends or family, everybody's your friend, but any family members that might be here to be here with Julie, please stand. I see her. I bet I can guess which two of those are the Cy Wood students. Now I'll introduce our second friend of education. I'd ask Mr. Matt Robertson, if he would, to come up and join Dr. Ogletree and our board members. Matt Robertson is the lead pastor of the Met Church. He has served the Cypress community in various roles with the church since 2010. An authentic and passionate leader, Matt and his congregation rose to the occasion, and I could say rose to the occasion as the floodwaters were rising when disaster struck the community in August 2017. As Hurricane Harvey and its flooding devastated the surrounding neighborhoods, the Met was quickly transformed into a shelter, donation center, and feeding site that benefited thousands of displaced and distressed CFISD families. Matt and his church have actively supported neighboring Blythe Middle School for several years through mentoring, teacher gifts, and other volunteer efforts. More recently, the Met has supported Cypress Creek High School with staff appreciation gifts. But let me tell you, if you're a person of faith in here, people like to talk a lot about their faith, but seldom do you see people that walk their faith. And as a preacher's son and the grandson of a minister, I saw a man and his church respond to the physical, emotional, and immediate needs of our community. And I can never thank you enough on behalf of the school district and on behalf of this community for the love the kind of love that we talk about that was shown to this community. So thank you very much. Matt Robertson, friend of education. Now, this is not a long program, but it's a very significant program to us because of what that Wall of Fame stands for. And it will be displayed proudly in our vestibule if we ever get it finished out here for this school year. We're going to put it somewhere prominent in here till we get that vestibule fixed back there, because we really are proud of all of our Wall of Fame honorees, and of course our friends of education. Before I close tonight, I would like to recognize members of the Wall of Fame committee who were instrumental in the selection process of the recipients who were honored tonight. If you are a member of that committee, will you please stand so we can recognize and thank you for your work. Again, I would like to thank all of you for taking the time to come out on this sultry Monday night to attend this Wall of Fame ceremony. Be sure to view the portraits of our honorees, as I touched on, that are displayed in the hallway if you haven't done so already. Also, everyone is welcome to refreshments that are being served outside at the boardroom. Thank you so much for being here this evening. May God bless all of you. Thank you.